Morning guys, it's Wednesday 16th of February 2022. Hope you are well. So the market sentiment right at this moment in time is actually risk on. We've got the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar and the Canadian dollar all up against all the other currencies, the major currencies, and yen is actually the weakest. So is that going to carry on, or are we going to turn back into a risk off sentiment? That is the big question. Let me just show you the Aussie pairs. Okay, Aussie, where it's the base or the first part of the currency pair, you can see they're all up on the day. Where it's the second part, they're all down on the day, meaning that the Aussie is stronger than the euro, Aussie is stronger than the pound. But will that last? Well, that remains to be seen. I'm going to just show you a couple of markets that I'm interested in, and then basically I'm going to be seeing what happens. If I get the right price action for what I think could happen, then I will look to trade them potentially. But this is euro against the dollar on the daily. Now, if you know the euro chart, you'll know that it's a pretty bearish market. This is the weekly time frame. You can see that sellers are absolutely in charge of this market. So the smart money, if you like, is to sell the euro dollar if we get a sell setup. So let's have a look at price with the moving averages. Well, weekly, we've got the 20 and the 8 here. Prices, basically, it's in the moving averages at the moment. So it's an ideal place to actually look for a sell setup. Now we did see this big push up into the 20 moving average. And then last week we saw a bearish candle rejecting the zone, and we've actually broken that low. So what could we look for, if anything, for a potential sell setup there? Well, there's this little zone here where we've had resistance and support. Okay, so that interests me, and that's basically where we are at the moment, just slightly above it. My alert's gone off, I can delete that now. But we've had this test of just under 115 once, twice, 3, 4 times. So, you know, I'm wondering, are we going to see a rejection of this zone? Is this the top of the bigger correction? Is this where we're going to see a rejection? So I am watching this zone to see what happens, to see if we do get sellers come in. The only other thing that I think could happen is that we do actually come and test 115. I don't believe we did. No, the high on this one was 1.14950, so 5 pips shy of the 1500, big number. So that's the only thing I'm thinking. We might just come and tap it and then reject. If price was to come back into this zone for whatever reason, then I'd really be looking for shorts there. Absolutely, we might even break that high, but I will be watching to see what happens around here. If we do get a change of cycle, perhaps look on the 1 hour for evening star pattern. Okay, I mean, I don't really go lower than 1 hour, to be honest with you. I know some of the some traders do, but you could also, you know, look for the break of the CTL as well. I'm going to start looking for lower highs or lower lows. So euro dollar right this moment in time, very interesting area to look for shorts. Are we going to see that happen? Well, that remains to be seen. We'll keep our eyes on it. Now, euro yen on the contrary, no, actually not on the contrary, I'm also looking for shorts on this, but this, you know, this could depend on the risk market as well and what happens with the Japanese yen. But you can see the structure. We've got our resistance here, we've got our support here. It's basically a descending channel. And we have originally, okay, that was the top of the channel with these highs connected, and this is a false break. You can leave it like that if you want to, or you can just incorporate that tip of the wick there to keep everything contained within the channel. So we've had this bearish reaction here. So is this a correction now, and we're going to see more downside? So I've got my eyes on this one as well. I'm looking basically for price to form a lower high. Okay, this is the high. Looking for price to form a lower high and let me just get my drawing tool, you know, basically looking for that to happen, okay, but we don't know where that lower high is going to form, if it is actually going to happen. So keep your eyes out on this as well. Is there any particular price, well, a particular price where I'm interested, where this could turn around? Look to the left, you know, looking to the left always gives clues. You can see this move down here. We came into this little zone around about 130, and we've actually done the same there. Now look where we came back to, just above 132.50 with this high here. So we could do that up here. That'd be quite a deep correction. Let me just put a fib on there, see if that relates to anything. Actually it's 78.6% retracement, but I will be looking at these other fib levels as well. 61.8, 50, we're actually above it at the moment. I will be looking for sellers to come in. Now end of day traders, if we end up with a bullish candle like this, you could just place a sell stop underneath it, stop above the high. Let's assume that was today's candle closed, and then you could look to trade that. Okay, but intraday traders, you're going to need to keep your eyes on this. And yeah, maybe if we see euro dollar drop, we might see euro yen drop as well. A big sell-off in euro, who knows. But right at this moment in time, for me, it's correcting. So it's just one to keep an eye on, okay? But just look at the bigger picture, the bigger structure. And if we're looking at this as the first impulse down, this is the correction, expecting this to drop back down towards, you know, we don't know whether it's going to form a new low, but certainly bring price down towards these lows down here. So keep your eyes on that today. Euro dollar, euro yen. Anything else do you need to keep your eyes on, in my opinion? Pound Swiss, pound Swiss. This is not an order I've sent out to anyone, by the way, guys. It's just ideas. We have a descending structure. We have price testing resistance here. I wouldn't say it was trending anymore, particularly, or impulsive, I should say. So I'm actually going to delete that because that isn't a trade. But what I've got is I've got an alert below this swing low here. If we break that and we get like a daily bearish close below here, I'm going to be looking to potentially sell this market. And you can see 123, 1.23 here. Nice little bit of support. That'll be my first target. And either, depending on the reward to risk, I do like 2-to-1 trades. We've got support here as well, or could potentially test the bottom of the channel. But potentially target 123, target 2, these lows here around about 121.70. But that's got to break and my alert's got to go off. So, you know, all these charts are in interesting areas, but just need to see the right price action there before we get involved. Maybe they'll all set up, maybe none of them will set up, we will see. It's just a case of being patient, and that is a big part of trading. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope there are at least one chart there of interest to you. And let's see what happens today, guys. Have a great day trading and a great day in general, whatever you're doing. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.